it's one of those days again. When I touch the phone, the dogs go crazy. They think they can get away with anything. And yeah, I just had a nice surprise. When I picked up my phone to go live, it was at 15%. That was all the power that was left into it. And I put it on charge. So I had to take my other phone. You see why I need two? Hey, I've got a donation already there. Thank you very much. I don't know who it is, but I will find out. So I caught the boys already. There they are. There they are. And let's get their food. Woo! But you know, you cannot plan a life. It's impossible. If you want to try and plan how this is gonna go down, you're gonna have some disappointment. But let's take this food first. Okay, I'm gonna change the camera over there. I'm gonna put these two buckets in one another. Sorry guys, this is my zinc. And this is my helicopters. Just stuff. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. Once a year No, come on, cut us off from here. That's it. Nobody in here. Everybody out. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, Benny. Cut us. I'm watching you. Out. Come on, let's go. I don't let any animals in there anymore, because they like to write their names on stuff. So, are you guys ready? Are you two boys ready? Ready to eat? Yeah, they have been having beef for the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks already. Dainty, you're staying right here. The router is over here. Let me just take this stuff out. No, you guys stay right there. Let me just go put their food down. I was hoping to do all of this before I started, but sometimes it just does not work that way. You can do what you want, you can try and plan it. It's just not always working. Let's quickly see if we can find a tiger whisker. There's one. Quickest that I've ever found one. Let's see if I can find another one. Around about here there must be a few. I haven't picked up tiger whiskers in a long time, so I am sure that they are around. Let's not waste any time. The boys want to come and eat. But yeah, these I got one. There's another. No, it's not. Almost had two. Are you ready? Are you guys hungry? Okay, let me put this tiger whisker in my pocket first. Are you guys ready to go and eat? Okay, let's go! And the Jaeger is first again. He's so quick with this. Come on, Enzo, let's go eat. Yes, Diego, you are right. It is the most wonderful tiger meal in the world. And it's yours. You can eat it and you can enjoy it. And Enzo, Enzo, have you got the tick on your head? Yeah, there it is. There it is. And I see this one on the side of his head as well. I haven't treated them yet. I treated 95% of all the animals. I bought a lot of the stuff. And the other day I decided now is the right time to treat them before this summer. So we'll be on time. I'm just gonna go get the internet, Diego. That's it. You enjoy your meal. Come on, you guys. I'm not gonna make a noise here, hey? Let me just fetch this. Enjoy it, Diego. Enjoy it. Look at what you're doing. What are you doing? That's no way to treat a bucket of meat. Now these dogs are going to be all over it. And you're going to have your hands full. Just because you couldn't deal with it. And I'm going to have to push that meat through so you can eat it while you are like that. You know, guys, this is like when you're dealing with people. You know what's better for them. But they are like Diego and Dainty. And you want to help them, but you can't. Because they are unapproachable. Now, here where I am from, we've got many of those kind of people. Look at Enzo. He's not one like that. He's in control. He's been listening to me for his whole life. But Diego, on the other side, hasn't. And here you can clearly see the mess that occurred. Now, yeah, you better eat it from the floor now. Before Dainty. Oh, Zach, I don't think there's more space inside of you. You are roly and poly at this moment. Yeah, Diego, I don't know how you're going to deal with that now. Now you're on your own. Every time I feed these boys, it's different. It's never the same. But yeah, Enzo, you figured it out. He is in total control. He's so smart. He stays within his limits. Yeah, Diego, shift the bucket on the side so you can eat from, luckily, the clean synthetic lawn. Now, I only have a shovel here with me that I can push it through for you. And I'm going to use it. I don't know how clean it is, because we don't use shovels for shuffling around food. But in this case, this is all I can do. Yeah, trust me. You've got no choice. You've got no choice. Eat. Eat your food, Diego. Well, at least we could hand him his food. But that is exactly what most people in South Africa is like, guys. And I'm not talking about anyone specific, but you cannot help people. It is impossible. I have tested it. Look at that now. Now he's going to eat what is in the bucket, where he should eat what is, well, over there. Because that is where the steak is. The expensive stuff. Yeah, he's figuring it out. At least he is figuring it out. But most people don't figure it out. They will have so much mistrust in the only people they can trust that they will shoot themselves straight in the foot. I've seen it so many times. Eduardo, you know, it's my house. I accept visitors, but I don't really, it's not a zoo. You know, this is my house. This is our house, all of us. And if somebody comes to my house and they want to visit me, what we're going to have to do is at some point sit down. Where are you going to sit? I don't have, my couch is all, it's not for sitting, it's for cats to eat and tigers to tear apart. Basically, this isn't the house. Now that I think about it. Guys, I gave that up. I had to give everything that I have up to make this YouTube channel. Now that you mention it, now that I think about it, I had to give up my pool. I had to give up my space. I had to give up everything. And I realized that a few days ago. And I started talking about this whole place as my studio. And I should have known then that it wasn't really mine anymore. And then came the bank. You guys know the bank story. Yeah, YouTube just decided, hey, you can get away. You can live with a tenth of what we pay you. So, yeah, here's a tenth. Get out with it. You should be able to do it. If you can't, stand on your head. Do something. Find another job. Find another 3 jobs. In a society where there is not even one job. And I figured it out. Yeah, I gave this all up a long, long time ago. So this is not a house anymore. This is strictly a YouTube channel. Now, I've been audited before. You guys, I've been through it all. You know, they came to me and they said, ha ha, we got you. You are now caught. We are going to audit you. We want to see every little slip, everything that you have spent. What you have to, we're going to do a lifestyle audit. Yeah, you guys, those are words that people can mention that's only been through it. They said, we want to do a lifestyle audit on you. How much money do you spend every day? And well, to be honest with you, you're going to be disappointed. I am now ashamed of how little I spend on myself. And they went, what? And they did a whole lifestyle audit on me. You know, you have a form to fill in that asks you first thing, have you got kids? No. Have you got kids in university? No. Have you got kids in kindergarten? No. Have you got kids in school? No. Okay, so that is where most people's money go to. So I haven't spent a cent yet. Then they ask you questions like things that you have and where you've been and what you've done, and I go away once a year. Once a year I get into a car, I drive to the airport, I fly to Cape Town, spend a day there, fly back, and I'm back home. But how much did you spend? I don't know. How much can I eat? Okay, well, not much. And you stay home the rest of the time? Yeah, I stay home the rest of the time. I've got a place where I rescue animals and I bring them here. Okay, we want to see the plans of the house. Okay, you want to see the plans of my house? Let me go get them for you. I've got a big house, guys. Oh, eat that food and get it over with. I've got a big house that I've built with my own hands. And it's about, say, I, we talk in square meters. It's around about 500 square meters. That's about 5,000 square feet. If my mathematics is not that bad, because there's like about 10 square feet in a square meter. It's actually quite close, not exactly. And they said, yeah, but how much are being used exclusively for the other things and not yourself? I said, well, I cannot get over any people. Where will we sit? Should I have a TV in that room? Should it be a place where they can get refreshments? Should we be able to prepare food in that area? Sorry, guys. I don't have any area in this big house exclusively for me. Nothing. Nothing. Well, now they have to prove to me that they haven't. Eventually, they agreed with me.
Michael, donation from Denise Maddox.
Oh, Denise. Okay, that sounds about right. Oh, there was another one. Let me just see. You did leave another
Michael,
message.
donation from Mythagoras.
Mythagoras.
Oh, he says he loves ducks.
Oh, I hope
Michael, donation from Denise Maddox.
I hope he loves them as they are alive. But yeah, guys, I think this is a nice story to tell now that I'm on it. And I'm being lifestyle audited. And they ask me, where do you drive? I say, well, I don't drive. I work from my house. So you don't spend any money on fuel for yourself. So I go for a ride around town, I come back, and that's it. But monthly, no, nothing. Guys, my lifestyle audit came to almost zero. I don't need stuff. I don't do stuff. I live here, permanently working. That is what I do. So that was quite interesting. Now these people are starting to think, the car. Yeah? That must be an expensive car. Yeah, it was quite expensive. Do you have the right to take the key and drive it? That's the question. Yes. Oh, then we got you. We got you for 250,000 South African rands, because that's a fringe benefit. Fringe benefit. I asked them, so how does this work? How does this fringe benefit thing work? They say, well, if the normal guy on the street don't have those keys and the ability to drive that car, it's not a fringe benefit for them now, is it? But you do, and you are allowed to take those keys and drive the car. Yeah, I can. Okay, you got me. 250,000 South African rand. You got me. I go to the internet. I search it. I see. But if you drive less than 10,000 kilometers for the year with that car, it is of no good to them, then they cannot get you on it. Now, you guys, remember, I have now experts on my side who I pay big money to help me, to assist me, because these guys want to throw me in jail if they can, or just take everything I own if they can. So I tell, in the meeting, I tell my bookkeeper, I say, well, I found this yesterday on the internet. Shouldn't you know this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, the lady just took a pencil. She scratched out the 250,000 South African rand that I owe. Okay, you don't owe this anymore because you only drove like 5,000 kilometers just for work, for the business. Turns out, guys, I didn't spend money on myself for years. I bought clothing, buy myself a pair of socks, buy myself a chapstick. I'm guilty of that. Sorry, guys. I'm guilty of that, and it might even be a pink one. Ah, it's a pink one. So, I have been audited. I have been dragged to court. I have been falsely accused. I have been reported for so many things. The police, they come here one day. The whole street is full of police. They say, we got a tip off that you're selling drugs. I say, yeah, drugs? I don't even know what drugs look like. The guy said, well, we can search your property. We've got a warrant or a piece of paper. I say, you don't even need that. Come on in. Come and search. Where do you want to start? Let's narrow this down. Let's start in one corner and you search this whole place. Each and every place. Let's start. Where do you want to start? Yeah, we'll start over here. Okay, let's lift up this rock. Let's look under this. I help them tear this place apart. Eventually, they start asking me questions. What's this? Now, sorry, there's a thing. What's this? I said, well, this is synthetic lawn. I sell this. I buy it from China. I place an order. I pay the people. And the stuff arrives. I cut it into sizes that people want it and I sell it. And 5 o'clock, a truck will stop here. And they will load it up. And they will take it to all the people across the country who ordered it. And they will receive it the next day. Ain't it great that we in South Africa have such a service? Guys, the next morning that stuff is in Cape Town, Durban, Port Elizabeth, anywhere. We had that just the other day. We had a hair extensions company. So they're going through all the hair extension stuff. What's this? What's that? I showed him, this is the little thing that you attach the hair to the client's hair with these little pliers. That corner is where we give training. This is where we bond all the hair, because when I import it, I pay 20% less duties when it cannot be used straight out of the packet. Tell them, I know the law, guys. I've been paying my share. Okay, eventually, the police officers make the call. Listen, guys, this guy is as clean as a whistle. There is no way. They must have been, the people who gave him on must have been lying. I think we must go and check them up. I say, okay, Great. Guys, I've been tested in this country. Born with nothing, been an apprentice, worked hard, learned how to do things for myself. For instance, to get something like this. No, this is not my dad's car. Although, if you do find me on the street, ask me if this is my dad's car, because that's the best compliment I can ever get. And I say, whoa, you think I'm still that young? I love it when that happens. So, I have skill. I have skill that they ask me, where did you get this car? I say, well, let's just check when was the date that I got it. Let me see. So by the way, this is a 1971 911S. That was the lightweight one. Out! Out! You're not painting my wheels. And it went through on the 28th of the first month, 1997. That's when I took this car through the roadworthy and I already had it. So they ordered you for 5 years, the last 5 years, you know, and they come and they check you up and they nail you, they take it all. It's, I've seen people break down in the bank when they are being audited. It's terrible.
Michael, donation from Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne! Bruce, you've got some interesting questions for me. I'm trying to remember the last one now that I read. I can't remember what it was. I'm going to try. Not only about why we call a boot of a car, it's the trunk, but we call it the boot. That's just the English that make us do that, because the English came to South Africa and they call it the boot. They don't call it the trunk. So that's why we call that a trunk. But there was another question you asked me. I'm trying to remember it now. So guys, there's Denise Maddox. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend so far. Diego seems to be having trouble keeping his food on the table. The way it's flying around, he might need a bib. Take care. Denise, we should make bibs for tigers like Diego. That would be something, Enzo. Don't you think that would look cute? That would look really cute on him. Look at him. He needs to be this friendly as he is now with the bib on. Look at those dogs. You're going to just let those dogs eat that food of yours, Diego. Oh, you got a good heart, Diego. Guys, I've been so many times falsely accused. And then it goes further and further. And then all of a sudden, nothing. Then everything comes together. And I'm telling people, I don't lie. I don't need to lie. What am I going to lie to you about? But I think it told me more about the rest of the people amongst I am living. What people think of them. And a question is a very powerful thing, guys. You must be so afraid of asking a question, because a question says exactly what you as an individual know. If you ask me a question, I already know so much about you before I start answering you. Remember that. That's a very, very, very powerful thing. Let's quickly get the duck's food. But in any case, yeah, I also make my mistakes in business. I don't like to do paperwork, but I had to go dig it out. And the day they drove away from my house, the little car that they used, well, guys, let's just say the exhaust was scraping on the ground with all the paperwork that they took with them. And I received a very, very good compliment from the authorities, the lady that actually audited me. Now listen, she charged the government a lot of money to audit me. And she said, Mr. Jameson, I think that you are the most honest person that I have ever met in my life. That was the words that came out of her mouth. And that was the only thing that mattered to me. But now you must know, you're going through hell. You don't know what's going to happen because you hear all these stories about they close you down and they freeze your accounts and they do this and they do that. And I think I was a little bit of a victim of that again this week. Yeah, I think so. Where did I put that internet down? Did I leave it downstairs now? Because I needed 2 hands. But in any case, my PayPal account, I couldn't move anything around. Where did I put that stuff now? And they were checking me left, right, and center. Because, guys, we're not allowed to have dollars. We're not allowed to keep it. We can have it in our bank account for probably, no, it must be downstairs, for probably a month. Now, this is why I don't use this phone when I do a live, because my arm gets numb. This one is a little heavy. But, yeah. So, I've been, and I'm going to say it, a victim of just about every department. It's just too good to be true for them. They just cannot understand. How can this guy that is in South Africa, where we have got everything lined up so no one can have nothing except the very, 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 very rich can have something. The rest must have nothing. How does he do it? Yeah, let's feed you ducks. Let's feed you guys. So, it's strange. Now, guys, I only realized that the other day. It's strange for someone here in South Africa to be in a reasonable situation. It's strange. It's unheard of. You're not supposed to be okay. No. You're supposed to have nothing. And I don't know why I'm talking about this now, but this is where the conversation led. They just feed all these animals first. But it's strange. And I learned a long time ago, doesn't matter what I do in this country, if I start a business, if I manufacture something, if I want to start building my own brand of car, if I wanted to, whatever it was that I was going to do, if I now think about it, it wouldn't have been possible. Because our system is designed that way. It's designed that you put everything in, you build it up to a point, and then it gets taken away from you. That is how it is. So, I have asked myself many questions over the years. Questions like, if I have to start over, what would I do? What would I specialize in? And I say, well, okay, I haven't done woodwork. I haven't done any woodwork. I could have made furniture. I could have started a company and I could have produced furniture. And then I think, yeah, and then what would have happened then? Would it have worked? No, it would not have worked. There would have been something. Because you see, when you send people to university to write the rules, to get a country to a point where nobody can have nothing, then that is what the rules say. But that is also what the rules say for you as the person who has sent them there to write the rules. So, we take it as it comes. I haven't been, how can I say, in trouble for a long time, because I ran out of institutions that can give me trouble. Yeah, it's funny. The thing with the SPCA, huge case. Now, I walk up to them, I greet them, we make jokes. Hey, they fixed 3 of my cats this week. And I've got another 3. You're not going to bite me again. I'm going to run. So, I don't keep a grudge. But there comes certain times when certain individuals goes too far. And the grudge is all that there is. And a grudge should then be kept. Because now this is now where the message starts coming out. I've been watching the American system for a long time because it's interesting. It's news, and we check out the news and stuff. And guys, it's coming to that point. The American people are going to have to stop immediately the splitting of themselves. Because I can tell you how it ends. And it does not end well. I can see how people are thinking and scheming and coming out with things and taking each other on. Guys, it does not end well. You just put a little water in here as well. And the American people are a lot of people. You are skilled. You can survive the thing that you are planning. Now, what does that mean? Oh man, I don't want to say too much. But have you heard the social media things about the US? The different teams there is, the things they come up with. It's dangerous stuff, guys. Playing with big fire. We're not talking little fire, we're talking big fire. And not the kind of fire that you can put out. So I'm going to stop listening to it from now on because there's nothing that I can do about it, and it does not do me good watching it. I care about you people. You, a lot of you guys have saved this zoo house. I feel I owe you. And I say thank you for that. And I wish I could have been in a position to assist and get you all in an amazing position. But that's out of my hands. That's into your hands. When people start digging into other people's past to get the slightest amount of dirt on them, be sure that you are also going to be dug upon, and the slightest dirt will be dug out on you. And when they throw the book at you, it is not nice. If you have done one single thing wrong. So, know that that is what is planned for the next few years for everybody. Because everybody is against everybody. And that is the only thing they want. So, I'm laughing because I laugh in the face of terror. Because I have seen terror. And there's only one thing that you can do in the face of terror, and that is laugh. Because it is so ridiculously dangerous that there's nothing that you can do. The laugh is basically a giving up. But I'm wishing you all well on the decisions that you make. Not enough people will hear this, and maybe they shouldn't, because sometimes maybe people deserve what they get. Oh, guys, I'm not going to take a too long walk today. I am a little beat today. But let's go up. Let's go see if the sun is still up. We haven't watched the sun go down for a long time. Whew, where is it? There it is. There it is. Guys, I still haven't caught the mommy cat. I haven't seen her around here. There's vegetarian cat. I still haven't seen her. I know that she is inside the roof, and I think she had her little ones yesterday. I'm not going to go in and take them away. I'm not going to go in there and take her away. I'm going to leave it for now, and I'm going to try my best to let her nurse them. I'll watch vegetarian cat like he is over here. Hey, Veggie. Hey. And he will show me where she is. And I just want it to be clean at least where she is. There's the sun going down. Liam, we need your bells now. How do we get Liam's bells now? Bruce Wayne, thank you. How did the court process go? Hopefully well. Yeah, no, it went great. I just got a lot of information. I was like for me, it was more like law school. I learned how it is when you are being taken on, and I saw cases and I listened to other cases, and I could put them together, and I can use that information to my advantage, to other people's advantage. I've helped many people in very difficult situations where they have been into, and it gives you the power to do that. But South African law, guys, people think this is a third world country. Guys, we have got first world rules. There is nothing you're going to get away with if you are going to have a case against you. It's not just going to be swept away. It's going to be fought and fought and fought. It will take 10 years, but it will get to that last bit where the judge would say guilty or not guilty. Look, we've got a different system. Like in the US, you guys have got a jury. We don't have that. We've got the judge that decides everything and goes through the stuff. And I can almost say that's a good thing. I like it. But yeah, South Africa, a world on the other side of the earth. Very much the same in certain aspects as anywhere else, but slower in the way that you are taken on, but very thorough. And when you go to court, you get asked questions, specific questions, that is not just any questions. You cannot answer them. You have to answer them correctly, otherwise it wouldn't show. It would show. I have a wild pet skunk. I once smelled a skunk. They smell different. I've never smelled anything like that in my life before. With milk? Chris, Deborah, what does that mean? I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, no, it all went well. All went well. But guys, there was a stage when this country had totally different people in different positions. And we were talking about it just a few minutes ago. Like traffic cops. The traffic cops, guys, I was too afraid to drive through this main road of Brakpan. I wouldn't. Even though my car was perfectly fine, I had a license, I had everything in perfect condition. I was afraid to drive through that street. I would avoid it because you will get pulled over and you will be written a ticket. Doesn't matter what happened. And I'm not talking about now. I'm not talking in the last 20 years. I'm talking 30 years ago. We were too afraid to do anything because they had a quota. They were told, okay guys, you go out today and you will write 600 tickets. That is, you don't come back unless you've done that. Then those guys get on their motorbikes and they go drive around and they write 600 tickets. Yeah. I'm glad that those positions were taken away and filled with people that you can actually talk to. I'm a Generation X. I lived in a different time from the older generation and the younger generation. I know why we have what we have and how we got here, because I was there looking at it for 40 years. And this is what you get. We have exactly what we deserve. The power that is out always. Guys, this is how it's supposed to be. This is what you get when you do what you do. This is what I hope people can take from my channel. I don't think you can do it and everybody else is going to do it the right way. Everybody does it wrong. Everybody pays the price. We have reached a point where there is no trust. I spoke about this before. Now, when you reach a point of no trust, do you know what that means? You want to go and do a job for someone. Let's say you install these solar panels, those solar panels. You get to the premises where it needs to be installed. You don't want to install it because you're afraid the guy's not going to pay you. The guy doesn't want to pay you because he's afraid you're not going to install it. And that's where we are. That's exactly where we are. We're in that position. And then, even if they do a 50%, you're not going to get that last 50%. The guy is going to not pay eventually, or the other guy is going to not install eventually. That's how bad it is. I don't think that will happen easily in the US. I think there might be other laws there, and it might be easier to take someone to court. But here in South Africa, you want to take someone to court, it costs a lot of money, much more than what the stuff is worth.
Bruce Wayne's question is, does South Africa have squirrels?
You know, Bruce, I have to answer that with a yes. Now, how do I do that? I once flew all the way to Cape Town, got out the plane, into the car, and I don't like driving around there. I like to be the passenger because then I can look around and see everything. And one place I looked to my left and there I saw it, a squirrel. The only squirrel I ever saw in my life. No. I did see one in Texas also, on a wall. But yeah, I saw one squirrel in Cape Town. I haven't seen one in our area. The plants and everything is the same. The feeling of the air that we breathe here in the Johannesburg, Pretoria, Springs, this is called Gauteng. That is our province. It's very dry air, extremely dry. And in Cape Town, it also feels that dry. Because you're high up. You see the sea there. It's down there far. You can see for miles and miles into the ocean. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful place in the world. And I guess because you're so high up in the sky, you don't have that humidity. We don't have the humidity here where I am at all. And then you just go up to the north coast and you start getting that humidity. And the higher you go up, there's a place called the Richards Bay. There it's probably at its worst. And then you can go up higher, and then you're going up towards Mozambique. Don't know if you guys have ever heard about Mozambique. It's tropical. It's very, very moist. Everything is moist there. And everything grows. It's green and it's funny. Let me just put this up there. Now I'm going to see more of the questions. I have squirrels, possums, skunks, raccoons, and coyotes in the backyard. That's amazing, Gary. And you need them. You need them in nature. If we have those animals, there's food for the bigger animals. They control the weeds. They control the trees that they don't get out of hand. We need them so the whole place don't burn down all at once. That's what they did wrong here in South Africa. Guys, they got onto a truck, everybody with a gun, and they went hunting for squirrels, for possums, for anything that has that you can spot with a spotlight in its face. And they got hunted, and drought set in, because I'm a firm believer that water pulls water. If you take a bottle of water, you put it on your hand and you walk around, you'll feel the water underneath the ground. I can walk on a drain pipe for you that's blocked. I can walk up and I can find it, and I can walk right on that drain pipe until we get to the manhole. I can do that. I think everybody can do that. Some are just less sensitive than others. But in that way, water attracts water. And what better way is there to attract water out of the sky by having a million little creatures running around? This goes for people as well. Why does those heavy overpopulated places flood? See where I'm going with this? Now, this is just experience. I might be wrong. I might be totally wrong. I'm just talking about my observation, because that's what I do. That's my job. I've got a job. It's a job between jobs. I do observation, and I believe that tonight when you go to sleep, everything uploads to a different place. That's why we have to go to sleep. You don't have a choice. Whatever you saw, whatever you did, whatever you heard, whatever, it needs to be stored somewhere. Get stored into your soul. Your soul is not here. Your soul is somewhere else. You're just taking possession of this body. You live your life, but you need to get the information across. And that is how, when you're asleep, the information goes across. A rainforest sends mold out the forest floor, which catches in the evaporating water, and it too heavy, so rain back down, it creates a microclimate. Yeah. But remember, in a rainforest, you have basically got a continuous summer with 2 winters. Now think about it. That sounds silly. If you're on the equator, the sun is right above your head. It's coming straight above your head. But it does move to the southern hemisphere. It does move to the northern hemisphere. So when it gets to the northern hemisphere, that is, I think, 21 June, it turns back. That's winter on the equator. It doesn't feel like winter, but it is. It comes back, and round about December, let's make it December 22, 25. I'm not sure. I'm just talking out of my general knowledge here. I'm not Googling anything. I talk about my out of my memory. On the 16th, I know where the sun sets. 3 days on, it looked like it's standing still, and then it starts coming back. Now, then, that is basically winter on the rainforests, on the equator. Unless I'm totally wrong. I've just been standing here in Brakpan looking at the sky, and that told me that. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I think I'm right. Yeah, things. It takes 100 years, guys, to learn. And I'm trying to do it quicker. I study about 6 to 7 hours a day, but things that was never taught before, that you cannot go to a place that can teach you that. Now, for instance, I have studied people, but I have studied people in a different way. Like I have studied tigers in a different way. Like I've studied monkeys. Like I've studied, and it is a continuous study. It's never over because you can always add something back. And I like to share that. It just will take me talking more than 50 years to explain it all. Because it took that long to see it. I'm a Canadian, so we get snow through October until February. Yeah, you see, February is our rainy month. So that's right smack in the middle of our summer. Then the sun is going to be right above us. It will go up. Well, in the winter, the sun rises over there, and it goes that way around, and it settles there by those two high voltage carriers. You guys know that. Now look where it settles already. It's settling there. So that's how the angle changes. Now these things I know well. Now, in the summer, when I lie in my bed, the sun shines through my bathroom window into my eyes. So that's about there that the sun raises. And it goes, let me come over here. This is so interesting. And it comes straight over us. I will be able to see the sun there, over these trees. The big tamale is going to have to look straight up. The big tamale is going to have to turn a little that way even, which I have put into the calculations when I attach the hinges. Not much, and it's only for a few days, but that is what is going to happen. And I want to see now what's going to happen with these trees. They're going to cast a lot of shade. And I already get some of this to cast shade in the morning on the big tamale. Just on the corner, on the left-hand corner there. Now I haven't turned it the right way yet for tomorrow morning. I'm going to get onto the roof after the live, and I will do that. This is my trap. This is my trap to catch that cat, the mommy cat. But guys, I am not going to be able to catch her. I am going to have to let her have her little ones in the roof, and I'm going to have to leave them there. I'm going to assist. I'm going to have to assist. Now, I've got experience in this. This is why I know how I'm going to do it. And I've got an appointment to have her spayed. I think it's the 26th of this month. Yes, I've got three. My last three female cats will be spayed that day. It's already paid for. I have to do it. I just don't know if she's going to be ready. I just don't want to take a chance if she is still feeding those little ones. So I'm going to have to think about that one. You see, I mean, this thing where I have to constantly monitor everything and study it and make decisions, very, very difficult decisions. For some people, it's not important. For me, that is a very, very important decision. Yeah, Ryan. If they get dropped off by me and it's too late, yeah, you see, they gave me a special price because I had so many. And it's booked so far in advance. They did me a favor. Guys, they really did me a favor. I am. You guys don't know how much you have saved me. The guys who gave me money, guys, know this. You saved me. And all of these animals. They are being all fixed. Now the last ones are going on that day, except if she needs to feed those little ones. Then I would pay extra and I would ask them, listen guys, can we please reschedule this? And I know the booking is made. I'll pay the extra amount. I don't want to risk the little ones not having their mom when they really, really need her. So, Frank, thanks to all that helped. Frank, you have no idea. Frank, sorry, I didn't answer you so many times the last couple of days. I am physically, I am tired, but mentally, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. I tell you, I am just coping. I'm getting better. I am coping with everything. I'm constantly working. I'm constantly late. I got some great sleep. Guys, I have never slept so much like I slept in the last week. My eyesight is so good. I don't know how to tell you guys it. I'm watching bats now, and they are far away. The camera is not going to show them. I'm watching them fly around here like crazy and having fun. I can see every little branch on a tree. I can see every little leaf on a stick. There goes another bat. Just from getting great sleep, my eyes are so good. And my hearing and everything. So now I'm listening for those kittens. That's my main job. This dog underneath here is on thin ice. Hey, come on, Benny. Get away from there. But I'm listening out for those kittens. So I was really, really busy. And in trouble. More in trouble than busy. But guys, we're almost out of the trouble. So why are yous? I read that when I read the last letter, I thought you were going to have a question in French. But guys, I don't want to blabber everything out. You know, sometimes I feel like my life is not private at all. I don't have anything to hide. So I blabber everything out. But there comes a day when you've stepped into it and you don't want to blabber it all out just to just anyone. But there's certain people who has helped you out and they deserve to know that. Benny, why? So I want to make a video that will show everything. But if I say everything, I mean everything. But that's going to be a new level on the members thing. Because, and that should be free only to a few people that has really helped. Money can't pay for that information. They have given hundreds of times the amount that would cost, just gave it. So I don't want to charge them for it. I can't do that. I am a fair person. I think I am. I am as fair as I can be. And I want you to know exactly what's going on. I can't tell it to everybody because, you know, it's very usable information, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Too much gratitude, Chris. Deborah. Yeah, she's in. Anonymous. How do you like me do? How do you like how I handled that one? But guys, I say thank you to you all. I'm on the other side of the world. It's easy to just turn around and you would never even have known me and known that I was in trouble and I had to get out. And I'm almost out. Almost. It's not there yet, but we're like going like straight up out of it. Yeah, I should write a book, but I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to write the book, guys. I need someone to write it for me. Science, they have black sand, I think. Yeah. Doesn't have a volcano on it. LA Camera is the only island that doesn't have a volcano on it. Guys, did you know we had a volcano? In South Africa, we had a volcano. I didn't know it. A Chinese friend of mine said, "Brother, you have helped me so much with my company. I want to buy anything from you. Anything that you have, I will buy from you in mass." I told him, "I don't have anything to sell you." He said, "You had a volcano." I said, "I didn't know that." He said, "There's sulfur where there was a volcano. I can buy all the sulfur from you, but I want to buy it only from you." But I am not in a position to, how can I put it nicely? This is difficult, guys. I was born wrong to do that deal. That's the only way I can say it. So I can't. But it was the thought that counts. It could have made me extremely rich. How about a picture only book? That would be good. I've got pictures. I've got a billion pictures. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I think I should go. It's getting dark. I still have to go turn the big tamale. Thank you guys. I was just doing a lot of talking today. I don't know. Getting a lot of stuff off my mind, I guess. I have a lot. I remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito was standing there in that in Twins. Remember that movie Twins? And that chain came down and fell onto the bad guy, and he was full of that chain. And he said, "Well, now that's what I call a guy with a lot on his mind." I was like that. uh, Tot ziens, Mike, Jackie en Mama J. That's from Frank. Frank, en ek sê dit in Afrikaans. I wanted, I would love you guys to know a few Afrikaans phrases. Listen to the tigers stay in the dark. Now is the time not to meet them in the dark. Because they're just as sharp, just you can't see where your blood is running out. Bye everyone. Bilzabud, thank you so much. You as well. Shizin, and they on the GoFundMe page, I still have to go and thank every single person. Guys, your names are there. I see your names. I just haven't given it all over, and I want to brag with you guys. You guys are amazing. Denise, bye everybody. I'll see you. Michael has a PayPal and GoFundMe. Oh, thanks a lot. Thunder. There I saw thunder, and just like that, thunder's gone. Chris, have a great weekend. Thank you. Deborah, Shizin. That's my mom. Bye, mom. Let me wave to you. Bye. All right, guys. Veronica. I'll see you guys pretty soon. Buy a donkey. Yes, buy a donkey. That's how we say thank you in Afrikaans. Buy a donkey. Just don't send me a donkey that you've bought. Or you can do that. Do that. Yes, I need a donkey in my life. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you pretty soon. Christmas buy a donkey. Bye, everybody. See you soon. Have a great day.